Welcome back, Wealth family.
Cut.
Welcome back, Wealth family. So we just got the Subaru pulled in. We took it out, washed it. You guys will see a little video on that. There we go. We should probably put the dirt back.
Yeah, put the dirt back.
It's revealed even more imperfections, but yeah, that's fine.
We're actually going to get started on it.
We'll get started.
Finally, we got the garage in a proper position. We got some of our tools here. We're waiting for a lot more to still show up, but
we've got heat.
We got heat
blasting over
it's
here.
It's actually like, what is it? 48 degrees in here, almost 50 degrees. So
it's only been on like 20 minutes.
Yeah. So but anyways, we want to do a quick little walkthrough. Got a couple questions for you to answer, but anyways, if you watched the previous video, you know what's wrong with it. We're gonna pull the engine, diagnose, see if it needs a lower end or not. Hopefully it doesn't. And that brings up the question that I want to ask. Once we pull the engine, bottom end's good and it just bent some valves, we do some head work, replace timing, water pump, oil pump, all that stuff, gaskets, freshen it up nicely. Question is,
where do we stop?
Where do we stop? I mean, as you've seen in some videos, there's some rust on it. It's a Midwest car. It plays in the snow. Should we just get it back together there and then sell it and move on to the next project, or do we keep dumping money into this and do all the body work and bring it back? The problem is, like, there's not a lot of meat on the bone per se, right, with what these are going for in our area.
And what did we pay again?
We paid, oh yeah, and that's, we're going to go through the breakdown of what we paid for the car. This is what we're going to keep on this board. We're going to write down what we need to order as we find out, and the cost, so you can see a running tally of what we have in the car. We paid $2,300 bucks for it. We actually, that's not the marker I want to use.
You could use it.
We actually found it on Facebook Marketplace.
Yep.
It was for $2,000, had just snapped a time belt. We got into a little bit of a Facebook Marketplace bidding war.
Allegedly.
And so we outbid the guy by like $100, so we went at $2,300. It was listed for less than like 2 hours, and we put a deposit on it, and next day we went and picked it up.
Yep.
So we got $2,300 in it. We're seeing in this area a lot of high mileage Subarus, especially in this year, and they're all going for like 6,000 to 8,000 with 177,000 plus miles on it,
and rusty.
This one has what, 126,000?
So 122
or 122, right around there, under 130,000 miles. So honestly, that's good miles for what we're finding out there.
Yep.
So we think we could possibly get at the higher end, but is doing the body work going to increase that or decrease that, or not matter? So that's the question. So let us know in the comments below.
Yep.
Do the body work. You want to see us do body work,
or what do you guys want to see? Period.
Fix the engine,
yep,
and ship it and
get something else in
and buy a Lambo. I don't know. So we'll figure it out. But
maybe.
So we'll start. What do we got? Subaru,
the car,
2003
Impreza,
Subaru WRX.
Yep.
$2,300. So that's what we got first. I mean, should we keep track of like the gas and trailer and getting it? I mean,
probably, because I mean, if someone else goes and does this themselves,
we rented a U-Haul,
just the trailer. Yep. What was
for
150?
Yeah, it was like 150.
I think so.
And then fuel.
We took
a truck.
Took the big old
my father's brand new
Dodge diesel
Cummins. What is it, like a 3,500 whatever?
Was it the Laramie?
It was what was it, $160 in fuel, so $160 in there. So that's what we got. We're not going to put what we put in this place, with lights and all that stuff. That stuff we're keeping, but just related to the car, that's where we're at. So about what, just under $2,600. So that's where we're at. And now you'll start seeing. We're gonna push it through your garage door.
No e-brake. That's
we gotta fix the e-brake. So that's the other thing. Fix the engine. It's got new brakes. We'll finish doing the brakes. Fix the e-brake. Make a couple little things with the interior. The headliner and the armrest and the switch. We'll do that. That's not gonna make or break anything. And go from there. There's also some nasty window tint on it. We're gonna remove the window tint. So, but yes, make it safe, make sure the brakes work, make sure the fluids are proper, and replace power steering, brake fluid, all that stuff, go through it. So, so that's, all right, so what's in store for us tonight? We're going to remove the hood. Then we're gonna probably get most of the top end stuff. So we'll remove the top mount intercooler, various, you know, electrical, coolant, remove the radiator, and get everything ready to do the bottom end. Bottom end, what I mean by that, underneath the car, we've got to remove the exhaust, the engine mounts, well, the bolts to hold the engine mounts in, and that's pretty much it. I mean, there's not much holding these engines in. Bell housing bolts. And
I know you didn't take this out. This was the coolant, you said?
Yeah, coolant reservoir is pretty nasty. We're going to get a new one of those. This is all
pretty wrecked.
Gummy and...
Yeah.
I was taking a peek to see if what it has, and if what's kind of interesting, if you look, I don't know if you can see with that. See those little nicks on the cam gear bolts? Somebody has had this out before.
That's the bolt here.
Yeah.
For, if you go forward a little bit. For reference here, you can see that it's nicked, so.
Well, what I mean by nicked is they had like a, it looks like they took some vice grips on it and that put the marks in it. So that's where we'll start, and then hopefully by the end of this week we'll be pulling the engine and getting on the engine stand and seeing what's wrong with it.
Alright, show what you found.
So we got a little homemade gasket for the blow-off valve. I think they
they missed a bit.
Missed a little bit, but hey, I mean, it's better than no gasket, I'll say that. And then this pipe to goes to the turbo from, this is a crossover to the bottom of the intercooler. We pulled this off and there's a nice tear in it there. So as you know, with boosted cars, you don't want boost leaks. It's a no-go.
It's kind of orange looking, honestly.
I think they ran out of red, was like.
Different guy did that part. Get this interview. Hey. Sound like you got it, did you? Yeah.
No.
Open her up. Here we go, guys.
So for you Subaru guys, anybody tell me what's wrong with that picture? Specifically, the bolt that holds on there. So, give you a couple seconds. And yes, it's this bolt. Look at this. It's supposed to be a through bolt that goes all the way through and also to this back area with a nut. So this isn't even attached back here, and they just threw some nut they found and bolt or washer and only attached that there.
That seems to be a common theme so far, because we had that intercooler bracket too that wasn't being used.
Yeah, one of the intercooler bracket, the one that bolts on the bell housing, was two mismatched bolts.
And then this, they connected in there with a Allen.
Yeah,
as well,
Allen bolt instead of
a 12
standard 6 point head. So yeah, so we're diving in. As you can see, the radiator's out and we're moving right along, and got a little bit of coolant still draining, and honestly, up top's almost there.
Alright. Freaking messed with this thing for like 20 minutes. Finally got the last bolt off.
So,
Alan did actually.
yeah, to save the day.
It's actually the angle. I couldn't get it from that side. You had to get it under
Pretty
here.
much everything is done from the top. Obviously, we got still disconnect power steering, which we're gonna wait for the coolant to finish draining before we make the mess over here.
Still dripping.
And then we're going to jack it up, We got 2 engine mount bolts or nuts, and then I think they're nuts. I don't know, it's been a minute since I worked on one of these. And then we have to do the 2 lower bell housing bolts on the transmission, otherwise we're ready to go. That'll be disconnected, then we just pull it out. We went and got our cherry picker today, so we'll get that assembled and get it out and
Should be
see how it looks.